our duties today have given us so far. We commit today into your hands because we know that you will preserve those you love. We ask that you grant us our petition and bless the works of our hands. In God's name, amen.
Good morning, Mayor BENSOUDA.
Good morning, Madam Chair.
You are welcome back.
Thank you.
Council, you may proceed.
Good morning, Honorable Chairperson and Honorable Commissioners, the Secretary, everyone present, and the witness. Good morning.
Good morning.
You promised to get back to us with respect to some documents that you were asked to produce. Do you have them?
Good morning, Madam Chair, Commissioners. Good morning, Lead Counsel. Yes, we've been able to get some documents. The others are on search. I believe I was asked to produce about 27 documents. I have about 10 here. I apply to submit these documents, Madam Chair.
Just,
We will get it admitted before we break, right?
Okay.
All right, just hold on to them.
yes,
Council, we may proceed.
yes, thank you. Just want the witness to just guide us through the various 10 documents that he has.
It's now.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Thank you. The first document is the response on the audited accounts by the National Audit Office. The missing payment vouchers are totaling 7.6 million. The establishment register, the unaccounted funds amounting to $60,000, misstatement of $125,000, investigation report regarding the deletion of $297,000, the audit trail in the matrix system, the mbalit shortage of $121,000, the official investigation report concerning the 12 million land purchase and the alleged solicitation of 30,000 bribe, the mechanisms to recover 242 million and 253 million in the rates fiscal year 2020, GTRs amounting to $186,650, GTR 3002501 to 3002600 as referenced in the Kiwe Jeng report. This is the first document, batch of documents. The second document is the draft audit report conducted by the Kanifing Municipal Council from July 2018 to December 2018. The other document is the KMC Council loan policy. The other document is the updated fixed asset register from 2018 to 31st December 2024. The other document is the cases that have been won by our council on the rates areas, totaling about $47 million. The other document is actions by the relevant committees as far as the national audit reports are concerned. The last document is the mayor's letter to the chairman of the establishment committee, insisting that we write to the Local Government Service Commission to make sure we have an internal audit director ASAP on 6 January 2020. The other documents, we are working on them, and I shall submit others tomorrow as well. Thank you, Madam Chair.
We apply to the following documents. The first is the response to FPAC adopted report concerning KMC. The date is August 5th, 2025. The reference 6317101. The second is an update on Council's missing payment vouchers signed by Bakari Diba, the finance manager. The date is 7th of August 2025. Addressed to the Chairman, Finance and Public Accounts Committee. Attached to this document are the following vouchers. The first is voucher number PV 180387A. We have PV 190615. We have PV 190739 EA. We have PV 190624. We have PV 190561. PV 190553. PV 190205. PV 190054. PV 181726. PV 181308. PV 181380. PV 181178. PV 180801. PV 180778. PV 190835. And the last voucher attached to the document is PV 190615. We also have the KMC staff register. We have the Carnegie Municipal Council communication. The subject is finding of the Finance Committee investigations regarding unaccounted revenue. The date is October 16, 2023. The reference is BEZ 967-120-16AA. Signed by Karamo Sisi, the Chairman of Finance Committee. There's a receipt attached to it with the receipt number SR 180304. The date is 28th of August 2018. We have another correspondence from Councillor Karamo Sisi, the Chairman Finance Committee, Carnegie Municipal Council. The date is 16th of October 2021. The reference number BZ 969-122-18AA. The subject is findings of the Finance Committee regarding audit queries on unpresented GTRs totaling $141,464 GTR serial numbers 3002501 to 3002600, dated March 5th, 2020, issued by Mrs. Kiwe Jeng. We have another communications from Karamo Sise. It is a reference, it has a reference 9 BEZ 968 121 17AA. The date is October 16th, 2023, signed by Karamo Sise. It reads, the Finance Committee has reviewed the findings related to the $186,600, which details the unprecedented GTR's book for the market collectors listed below. It is a photocopy document as well. We have the correspondence from Councillor Karamo Sise, the Chairman of Finance Committee, Canopy Municipal Council. The reference number is BZ96/119/15AA. The date is July 29, 2021. The report title is Comprehensive Investigation Report by the Joint Committee of Finance and Establishment and Appointment Committee on the deletion of the KMC matrix system and the misappropriation of funds account amounting to $297,941.43. Attached to the document is a resignation letter from the IT manager, the IT unit, addressed to the Chief Executive Officer. It is signed as Iliman S. Ka. The date of the letter is 26th of July 2021. Council's response to Iliman Ka, the IT manager, the date 17th of August 2021, with the subject resignation letter. There is also a memo from the Director of Administration addressed to the CEO at the time, Senator Martin Sonko. Copied is the Lord Mayor and the Deputy CEO. The date of the memo is 26th of July 2021. With the subject, a detailed handing over notes and surrender of office keys and vehicle. We have a letter addressed to the CEO, Canopy Municipal Council, from Matrix Solutions. The Managing Director signed the letter. We have the final report of the inspection exercise on the fraud allegation at the Canopy Municipal Council, October 2021. Do you have these original copies, Lord Mayor?
Sorry?
The original copy of the report?
The original copy?
Yes.
That is sent to FPAC.
FPAC, okay. We have the update on ballot outstanding, a letter written by Bakari Diba, the finance manager, addressed to the Chairman, Finance and Public Accounts Committee on the 7th of August 2025. Attached to this is the ward shortages and payments and cash recovery for the year 2021. And 2022. We have the response to request from valid post-ticketing data from the 10th of August 2020 to the 18th of August 2021 from Ecotech, addressed to the Chief Executive Officer. We have a memo from the IT manager to the Chief Executive Officer. A copy is the Director of Admin, Chairman, Finance Committee. The date of the memo is 16th of July 2025. The subject is IT Staff Training Program. Which is a strategic response to audit recommendation. Signed by Yankuba Koli, the IT manager. We have a memo from the IT manager to the Chief Executive Officer on the 17th of July 2025 with the subject consolidated response to FPAC audit findings and IT system clarifications. The subject is consolidated response to FPAC audit findings and IT system clarifications. We have the contract agreement between Canopy Municipal Council, KMC, and 2M Corp. On the 8th of November 2024. The document is signed by Set Cisse. This agreement is 2024. Can you please guide us through the relevance? Was our mandate stops in 2023.
Yeah. So you asked about what steps has the council taken to recover funds. One is through the lawyer, which I have presented, and the judgments we've had.
Okay.
The second is at the latter, where we had difficulties with smaller debtors.
Yes.
The finance committee decided to contract debt collectors.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We also have the contract agreement between Canopy Municipal Council and African Merchants Limited. The date of the agreement is 2nd of May 2024. We have the contract agreement between Canopy Municipal Council and Fragos Debt Recovery Agency. The date of the agreement is 2nd of May 2024. We also have the Canopy Municipal Council KMC's draft staff audit report for the period July 2018 to December 2018, prepared by Modu Gay, human resource expert. The KMC Council loan policy. This policy is not signed, Mr. Witness.
Yeah, I found a copy. I'll ask them if they.
Okay, we will need
a digital copy.
Okay, we will want to have the authenticated copy. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right. I will ask that the registrar return this to you. We have the KMC bank accounts. In the list is the Trust Bank operational account, Ajib Bank operational account, Mega Bank operational account, GT Bank operational account, Eco Bank operational account, Zenith Bank operational account, Sky Bank operational account, Ajib again Bank operational account for the KMC Mbalit, the investment Kanifing Municipal Council, Ajib Bank account, KMC Women Empowerment Projects, Ajib Bank account, KMC KETP project, the Euro account for the project, EcoBank, KMC KETP project, the Dallas account for the project, EcoBank account, KMC GIS account, the Dallas account, that's Ajib Bank, the Kanifing SX GIS project, the pound sterling account with Ajib Bank. In it, you have the BBAN numbers, the bank account numbers, the account managers for the various accounts, their contact details and email addresses as well, in addition to their contact details. We have the fixed asset additions from the 1st of January 2018 to the 31st of December 2024. It's a 34-page document. The Kanifing Municipal Council cases. There are 29 listed cases. We have memos from the Lord Mayor addressed to the Chairman Accounts Committee. Copied is the Chairman Finance Committee. Date is 13th of June 2019. The subject is notes on payment voucher reviews. Signed by Talib Ahmed Bensouda. His Worship the Lord Mayor. We are also attached is a communication from the Director of Internal Audit to the Acting Chief Executive Officer. Copied is the Lord Mayor, the Acting Director of Finance, Acting Deputy Chief Executive Officer. With the subject, notes on payment voucher reviews, 12th of June 2019. The Director of Internal Audit, Ibrahim S.K. Fofana. We have the communication from or address to the Chairman, the Government Service Commission. The date is 8th of April 2019. The subject is request for submission of information and relevant documents on staff matters. Attached to this document is a letting agreement dated this 27th day of July 2018. A tenancy agreement, the date is 17th of May 2017. A deed dated the 22nd of December 2014. A Kanifing Municipal Council memo from the Establishment and Appointment Committee addressed to the Lord Mayor on the 22nd of October 2018 with the subject conclusions and recommendations in connection to findings of the National Audit Office report of Kanifing Municipal Council. Another memo is attached from the Chairman Finance Committee, addressed to the Lord Mayor, and the file copy. The subject is Finance Committee Updates, 11th of February 2019, with reference number KMC EAC R02 2019, signed by Karamo Cisse. We also have a Carnegie Municipal Council Finance Committee meeting minutes. The location is the Deputy Mayor's chambers, time 4:30 p.m. Those in attendance were Karamo Cisse, Nelly Taylor, Abake Williams, Lamin Jata, Sherif Njai, Karim Dabo, Bashiru Sar, Musa Baji, and Usman Gay. Signed by Usman Gay, the secretary. Lastly, we have a memo from the Clerk of Council to the Chairman, Establishment and Appointment Committee. Copied is the Lord Mayor and the Acting CEO. File copy. Dated 6th of January 2020. The subject, recommendation for the recruitment of a Director of Internal Audit. Signed by Usman Gay. I believe that's all. These documents to be admitted into evidence and marked as exhibits.
The witness was requested to produce documents, and these are the documents presented, and we admit them as follows. A letter dated the 7th of August 2025 with reference KMC/FIN in brackets 385. It is addressed to the Chairman, Finance and Public Accounts Committee, the National Assembly of the Gambia, and it has the subject update on Council's missing payment vouchers. It is signed by Bakari Diba, the Finance Manager. And attached to this letter are payment vouchers to that effect. A document dated October 16, 2023, it has reference BEZ 967/120/16AA. It has the subject, findings of the Finance Committee investigation regarding unaccounted revenue. Attached to this letter are receipts to that effect. A letter dated the 5th of August 2025, it is addressed to the Chairman, Finance and Public Accounts Committee, FPAC, National Assembly. It has the subject response to FPAC adopted report concerning KMC. The letter is signed by Passet CC, the CEO of KMC, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, Kanifing Municipal Council. A letter dated the 15th of July 2025, it is addressed to the CEO of Kanifing Municipal Council. It has the subject request for formal validation on system security and audit trail and enhancement, in brackets BEW 16917001. It is signed for by the Managing Director. The name is not contained after the signature. A final report on the inspection exercise on the fraud allegation at the KMC dated October 2021. And the people that authored this document, this report, the names and institutions thereof: one is George Nyuki, two Seni Ning, Lamin Diba, Burama Jata, Modu Job. And the institutions that participated in this report are the Ministry for Lands and Regional Government and the Director of Internal Audit of the Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs. A letter dated the 11th of July 2025, it has reference ET/115/11/25/07. It is from Ecotech and it is addressed to the CEO of Kanifing Municipal Council. It has the subject response to request for valid POS ticketing data covering the period 10th August 2020 to 18th August 2021. It is signed by Mr. Tobaski Sibi, Managing Director of Ecotech Africa Limited. It is copied to the Ecotech CEO, Director of Finance, and a file copy is maintained. A letter dated the 7th of August 2025, it has reference KMC/FIN in brackets 384. It is addressed to the Chairman, Finance and Public Accounts Committee, the National Assembly of the Gambia. Update, the subject is update on ballot outstanding. It is signed by Bakari Diba, Finance Manager, and attached thereto is the word shortages and payments, cash recovery. I believe this is for the period 2021. Is that it, Mr. Mayor Bensouda, for
Yes.
2021? A memo dated the 16th of July 2025, addressed to the CEO. It is copied to the Director Admin, Chairman Finance Committee, and it has subject IT staff training program. The training is on strategic response to audit recommendation. It is signed by Yankuba Koli, the IT manager. A memo dated the 17th of July 2025, it is addressed to the CEO, and it is copied to the Chairman, Finance Committee, Director of Admin, Director of Audit, and it is from the IT manager. It has the subject, consolidated response to FPAC audit findings and IT system clarifications. It is signed by Yanko Bakoli, IT manager. It is copied to the Director of Admin, Finance, Director of Audit, and Director of Finance. a bank reconciliation, sorry, let me take this again. This is just the KMC bank accounts, right, Mr. Mayor Bensouda?
Sorry, which document is that?
Yes, it's titled KMC bank account.
Yes.
These are all the bank accounts of KMC.
From that I got from the.
All right, I thought it was bank reconciliation. So this is what identify all the banks you are banking with as we speak,
According to the
or
finance.
over the period. And the reason why I'm asking is that there is no indication as to the start of operations of this, whether these are accounts that you found or they are newly opened bank accounts.
I think the copy I have is dated. Is it dated? There should be a column with dates, I believe.
Yes, for the latter part from number 8, it has date, that is 2019, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. But from 1 to 7, there are no dates.
I would confirm, but I presume those are the banks we found there.
Okay.
I will confirm that.
All right. A memo dated the 13th of June 2019. It is addressed to it is coming from the Lord Mayor. It is addressed to the Chairman Accounts Committee, Chairman Finance Committee, and a file copy is maintained. It has the subject, Notes on Payment Voucher Reviews. It is signed by the witness, Talib Ahmed Bensouda. Attached to this memo is also a memo dated the 12th of June 2019. It is from the Director of Internal Audit. And it is addressed to the acting CEO, and it's copied to the Lord Mayor, Acting Director of Finance, Acting Deputy Chief Executive. And it has the subject, Notes on Payment Vouchers Review. It is signed by Ibrahima S.K. Fofana, Director of Internal Audit. Mayor Bensouda, the list of cases that has been concluded by council, by your council, that is the lawyer to the council, has not been authenticated by council herself.
Has not been?
Authenticated by council herself. It's just a copy.
Yeah, so these are the list of cases retrieved from the lawyer.
Yes,
that we have judgment on.
Yes, we needed an authentication to indicate that this is what she sent to you.
Right.
You understand? I believe that she must have sent a cover note indicating that these are done, or you know.
I can ask the
yes, we could have.
department.
It would have been better.
Yeah.
Because this just indicated Carnifing Municipal Council cases. For all, if somebody doesn't read through the text or to read through your evidence, it might be, you know, you might not be able to classify.
Maybe I can also ask her for the judgments.
Yes. So,
Judgments.
you may wish that when we admit it, you may have it authenticated.
Sure.
Yeah. The Carnifing Municipal Council cases. The Carnifing Municipal Council Fixed Asset register covering the period 1st of January 2018 to 31st of December 2024. A memo dated the 6th of January 2020, it is addressed to the Chairman, Establishment and Appointment Committee, and it is from the Clerk of Council. It has the subject recommendation for the recruitment of a Director of Internal Audit. It is signed by Usman Gay. A letter dated the 8th of April 2019, it has reference KMC/ADM/074. And it is addressed to the Chairman, Local Government Service Commission, Ministry of Lands, Regional Government and Religious Affairs. It has the subject request for submission of information and relevant documents on staff matters. The letter is signed by the Chairman of the Establishment and Appointment Committee. And attached to this letter is a letting agreement. That is, the agreement is made between Temple PR, an advertising agency, Kanifing, Republic of the Gambia, hearing after representing the landlord, and QCell. And attached there too also is a tenancy agreement between Kanifing Municipal Council and QCell Company Limited, dated the 17th of May, 2017. A treasury receipt is attached also. A deed is also attached, which is dated the 22nd of December 20, I believe this is 14, between KMC and Gamsel. And the deed is signed by BENSOUDA and Co. LP as the solicitor. This is in 2014. And attached is also a memo, dated the 22nd of October 2018. It is from the Establishment and Appointment Committee. It is addressed to the Lord Mayor. It has the subject conclusions and recommendations in connection to findings of the National Audit Office report of Kanifing Municipal Council. The report is signed by the Chairman of the Establishment and Appointments Committee. There is also a memo attached, which is dated the 11th of February 2019. It is to the Lord Mayor from the Chairman Finance Committee, and the subject is Finance Committee updates. It is signed by Karamo Sise. There is also meeting minutes from the Finance Committee that is dated the 6th of November 2018. And it is also signed by Usman Gay. A contract agreement between Kanifing Municipal Council and dated the 3rd of November 2024 and 2M Corp. The purpose of this agreement is is a research project involving randomized controlled trials aimed at evaluating two interventions in the Kanifing Municipal Council, which is using open location codes for property tax monitoring and enforcement. And the second is improving waste collection management through the same system. A contract agreement between KMC and African Merchants Limited, hereinafter referred to as consultants. It is dated the 2nd of May 2024. This is for the purposes of debt recovery for outstanding rates owed to Kanifing Municipal Council within the various wards of the Kanifing municipality. A contract agreement dated the 2nd of May 2024 between KMC and Pragos Debt Recovery Agency. Mayor Bensouda, the establishment register, is this the updated one? The up-to-date one?
I would believe so.
That is the staff register.
Is there a date on it?
This one, the dates that are here are the dates relevant to the different employees and their retirement times. It's not, the date is not here. So there's no date indicated on this one.
Can I have a look?
Yes, please.
I believe it's the updated, because the first employee is from 2018. Then I can see up to 2025 April.
As stated by the witness, a staff updated register. Mayor Bensouda, what is the staff strength of KMC?
I believe it's about 1,100 to 1,200.
Is this in your system, is this all you have as per what is contained in your system?
So the staff, I believe, are divided into daily pays,
Yes.
who are not staff actually.
Yes.
They are laborers.
Yes.
And then the actual staff. So the actual staff is much lower.
All right.
It's much lower, sorry.
Yes.
I think the daily pays inclusive, we have 1,000.
Yes. So the reason I am asking is that I can see that there is some segregation in this, but it wouldn't show us how many do you have as daily paid, how many do you have as casuals, and you know, perhaps there could be some slight differences between the daily paid and the casuals which perhaps when you have, some occasions and issues, you contract the services. So this would not be able to show you in comprehensive terms what, so you could help us in giving us so that we can have a general understanding of what is the staff strength. Because when you make recommendations, you want to base it on fact, right?
We shall do that. Thank you.
So you provide us further with a comprehensive detail of the staff strength of KMC.
We shall.
A letter dated the 29th of July 2021. It has reference BEZ 96119/15AA. It is an update to General Council meeting on the report by the Joint Committee of Finance and Establishment and Appointment on the deletion from the KMC metric system and the misappropriation of funds amounting to 297,941.43. The date of the investigation is May 27 to 28, 2021. This update is signed, it's a letter, is signed by Councillor Karamo Sise, Chairman, Finance Committee. And attached to this letter is also a letter dated the 16th of July 2021. It is addressed to the CEO from the IT manager. It has the subject resignation. It is signed by Iliman Eska. It is copied to the Lord Mayor and a file copy is maintained. There is also a letter dated the 17th of August 2021. It has reference KMC/HR/001. It is addressed to Mr. Ilimanka, IT manager. It has the subject resignation letter. It is signed by Demboja for CEO and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, Establishment and Appointment Committee, Director of Finance, Internal Audit, Administration, Acting Executive Secretary. A memo dated the 26th of July 2021. It is copied to the Lord Mayor, addressed to the CEO, Senabu Martin Sonko, from the Director of Admin. And it has the subject, a detailed handing over notes and surrender of office keys and vehicle. It is signed by Jaja Cham. A letter dated 16th of October 2023. It has reference BEZ 968/121/17AA. It's the finance. It doesn't have a subject, but this is in relation to findings related to 186,650 which deals with unprecedented GTR books for the unpresented. I believe it's a typo issue, Mr. Bensouda. For this letter, I don't know. It is authored by Mr. Karamo Sise, but it says the Finance Committee has reviewed the findings related to 186,650, which details the unprecedented GTR books for the market collectors listed below. I believe it should have been unpresented. And it is copied to the Chairman, Finance Committee, KMC. A letter dated the 16th of October 2021. It has reference BEZ 969-122-18AA. It has the subject, findings of the Finance Committee regarding audit queries on presented GTRs totaling 141,464, GTR serial numbers 3002501 to 3002600, dated March 5th, 2020, issued by Mrs. Kiwe Jeng. It is signed by Councilor Karamo Sise, Chairman, Finance Committee, KMC. And the final document is the draft staff audit report. Mr. Bensouda, this is presented in it covers the period July 2018 to December 2018. Does it have a final report?
Does it have
A final one, because this one says a draft staff audit report.
Right.
Does it have a final?
I should believe so, yes, because it was adopted by the council.
Yes. Please find out and let us have the final, because this one is draft. This draft staff audit report covers the period July 2018 to December 2018. It is prepared by Modu Gay, human resource expert. These documents are admitted together as exhibit in evidence. They are all in a bundle and they are marked as LGC/KMC/TAB/003.
As the commission places. Now, just for the record, the ones we don't have yet is first the evidence of the delegation of responsibility to the Finance and or Accounts Committee with respect to rendering their recommendations final. That's number one. The second one is the full names of all the nominated members and the correspondences for the interest groups and the response by the council in relation to their nominations. We also do not have the resolution with respect to the threshold requirement by the financial manual and suggesting or showing that council passed the resolution to depart from the requirements by the financial manual, which will subsequently exclude the mayor from the 3 tiers of authority, which is the CEO, the mayor or chairman, as the case may be, and the council. The termination letter from AB & Co., I don't believe we have that. Minutes of meetings for the appointment of the lawyers. So the documents in relation to the appointment of the lawyers and the processes therein. We also do not have the issue with the impress ledger or account raised in the audit reports. The data in relation to the debt owed to council. Do we have that one? The circumstances surrounding the purchase of the hammer mill machine. So I believe these documents we are yet to receive from the witness. We will now proceed. Unless we have comments from the witness, we want to proceed with the evidence.
Council, you may proceed.
Yesterday we were discussing the relationship between the mayor, that's you, and the day-to-day administration, that is the CEO, and the other directors. And we discussed, we told you that, when I say we, I mean the investigators here. You were told that you manage the affairs of council. You are part of the administration, which you denied, if I get you right. That you take decisions, which as well you denied as well. So today we have the senior management team minutes of meetings that I want to show you so that we can just discuss them. This file contains is LGC/JC/KMC tendered by Jaja Cham 005. Just confirm it contains the minutes of meetings of the senior management team. Do you confirm that these are minutes of meetings of the senior management?
I have to look through all of them.
Okay, please.
Yes.
Okay. These are minutes of the senior management meeting, correct? Team.
Correct.
How often does this team have meetings in a month?
Depends. Sometimes once a month, sometimes twice a month.
Okay. Do you have daily briefings as well with the CEO?
Yes.
What is the purpose of the daily briefings?
Sometimes the CEO updates me on their activities and the activities on the administration. Sometimes he informs me of any challenges he would need from the council or from the committees.
Do they need to seek approval as well for any activity? In some cases,
No, just guidance and advice.
guidance and advice, but no need for approval.
No.
Does the CEO have the authority to disregard your instruction? Should you give one?
Yes.
Okay. And what would be the reason for that? What would be the powers of the CEO when the law says the CEO is answerable to council?
Just repeat that question.
What would the CEO, any CEO, be relying on to suggest that they have the authority to not go by your instructions if you are the head of council?
If I instructed the CEO
Yes.
and it was against the law, he should not follow that
I
instruction.
agree. If it is within the law,
It is his discretion.
to not follow your instruction.
It is not my mandate to instruct the CEO. If I do give instructions, it is his discretion to choose whether to do so or not.
Okay. And if the CEO decides not to do so, what is the next step?
If it contravenes any law or act, I can bring the matter to the council. If it does not, nothing comes out of it.
Very well. Now, let me show you this memo from the deputy clerk to council, addressed to the chief executive officer, and copied as the chairman. This is during the interim period, the committee. The date is 15th of February 2018.
Yes?
You are familiar with that memo?
No?
You're not? All right. Now, that memo talks about the threshold during the interim period, right? In relation to finances. Will you kindly read that, please?
From the deputy clerk to the chief executive officer, copied to the chairman. At the meeting of the General Council and Interim Management Committee held on 14 February 2018, by the recommendations of all members, approval has been given for your thresholds for expenditures to be reduced from 500,000 to 100,000. Any expenditure that exceeds the aforementioned figure must be forwarded to the chairman of the Interim Management Committee for approval.
So may I please have the memo? So during this period, there was, it was when it was lawful that there would be an interim committee, correct?
Yes.
And the chairman of the interim committee for the period that the interim committee is mandated by law to operate and manage the affairs of council would perform the role of a mayor or chairman, correct?
I would have to confirm that.
To confirm that. Okay. Now, but this is our position, so you can always come back to us and confirm that. And so, because they perform the functions of the chairman or mayor, as the case may be, they need to have a threshold, and a threshold was passed. Now, you are saying you are aware of this, correct?
I'm not aware of this memo. No.
Good. But were you aware that there was a threshold when you assumed office as mayor?
Like I said, in our first general council, there
Right.
was a council resolution
Right.
to institute limits.
To institute limits. Okay. And will you provide this resolution?
I think it was part of the request of the chairwoman.
Yes, but it's not submitted. Yeah.
Yes, we are working on all those things.
Okay. And now, this resolution you are referring to, is it the limits covering the three tiers, the CEO, the mayor, and the council itself, or does it exclude any of the authority mentioned in the financial manual
Includes the CEO, the council, and the mayor.
and the mayor. And so what was the limit, if to the best of your recollection?
It was 100,000 for the CEO and up to 500,000 to consult the mayor and above 500,000 for the council.
In compliance with the financial manual?
Yeah.
Good. And this resolution, was it at any point, did council maintain this resolution throughout, or do they pass another resolution?
Shortly after, it was reversed.
It was reversed.
That's what I'm trying to find out, how it was reversed. And that's one of the things I was going to bring.
Okay. Would you recall that it was reversed through a resolution or just by operation practice?
It was discussed at the council floor, but I have to find out how it was reversed.
All right. When can we expect your?
As soon as ably possible.
Please note that down. Now, this period that you had the financial manual being discussed and also adhered to in relation to the threshold, right? Why do you think it is important that there is a threshold in relation to the administration of the powers of the CEO?
Well, yesterday I was starting to explain, but
Right.
the chair lady said I should focus on the issue at hand.
Right,
But like I said, when we took over, we found so many mess that was created.
right.
And we felt that to know exactly what had happened before we had put up our structures as a council, the mayor would, in the interim, review payments until the contracts committee was instituted, the finance committee was instituted, and the accounts committee was instituted. And when those committees were instituted, we then agreed that they had the relevant competence to do that function.
Yeah. The contracts committee does not have the mandate by law to decide on issues of threshold. Unless you have it expressly stated anywhere, the authority for expenditure does not rest on the contracts committee or the finance committee. The authority for expenditure by the financial manual rests on the CEO, the mayor or mayoress or chairperson, as the case may be, going by the financial manual, and the council itself. Now, the contracts committee have its specific mandate in relation to contracts. And even if they award a contract, there are approval procedures both through GPPA and through council should it reach a certain amount. Is that not the case?
I don't believe that's the case entirely. As per the financial manual, the mayor should be consulted,
Yes.
but does not have the authority to decide or not to decide.
On what?
The financial manual said the mayor should be consulted on payments,
Yes.
but does not have the authority to decide on payments or not.
No, the financial
And
manual
it
did not say
says
that.
it's at the discretion of the council to set those limits.
No,
I think we went over this debate.
no, the financial manual did not say that.
It says that.
We read the words as they are written so that we would not impute our own words into the law, so that we have clarity. There would not be any ambiguity, so that when you read the text of the law and you now start to import words there based on how you are reading it, that would not be proper and fair. You understand that? So let's read it again. It says the authority to incur expenditure is vested in council through budget approval. The finance director shall not make any payment nor accept any charge in his accounts unless authorized by the chief executive and in accordance with the monetary thresholds approved by each council. As regard the monetary threshold, it should be noted that up to a given amount, the CEO can approve and incur expenditure without reference to the chairman or mayor of the council. Now, up to a certain amount, the CEO is required to consult and seek clearance from the chairman and mayor. And beyond a given amount, the CEO is required to refer such expenditure to council to seek approval. So the text is very clear, is it not?
As per your explanation, it is not clear.
As my reading.
If you look at the text, it says, one, the authority to incur expenditure is vested in the council, through budget approval. That is in line with the Local Government Act, that the council is the executive. Number two,
No, that part is what you are imputing.
that is the premise of this entire section.
Yeah, so
Number two,
the
if
part,
you allow me to
just allow
complete
me,
my evidence,
just allow me,
please.
just allow me. So
Please allow me to submit my evidence.
I want to explain something to you before you proceed. So please, if you are reading the law, just read the part, and then if you want to explain that text, you can go ahead and explain the text.
I have not finished reading the part. Can you allow me to finish?
Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Number two, the chief executive, in accordance with the monetary thresholds approved by each council, should then abide by thresholds. If the council does not approve, nothing else can happen in this section.
Right.
So that's why I said in the initial time, the council approved a threshold and removed those approvals. So anybody who acts outside those approvals is in contravention of this section.
Thank you. So the part of the mayor, you
That
mind
was
reading?
removed.
No, I mean, do you mind reading that?
That is a section, that is a part of this section that is based on the premise of the authority and approval of the council, but it goes on to say,
No, I mean, can you
as
mind reading?
regard the monetary thresholds, it should be noted that up to a given amount, the CEO can approve and incur expenditure without reference to the chairman of the council. Up to a certain amount, the CEO is required to consult and seek clearance from the chairman of this council. Beyond a given amount, the CEO is required to refer such expenditure to the council to seek approval. But this section is based on the first section, which is the council should approve thresholds.
It's okay. What do you understand by up to a certain amount, the CEO is required to consult and seek clearance? Seek clearance.
My understanding that is if the council sets thresholds, then the CEO should abide by those thresholds.
Okay, no problem. And so the thresholds, if it is set by council, the CEO should abide by it, meaning that going by the thresholds, clearance must be given by the mayor, correct?
If the council sets those
Yes,
thresholds.
correct?
If.
I said, I agree with you. Now, if the threshold is set, then the CEO, up to a certain amount set by the threshold, must seek clearance from the mayor, correct?
Yes, the CEO.
Good. Now, should council as a body, in adhering to the laws that governs its administration, comply with the financial manual?
Lead counsel, I believe we went over this yesterday, but if you insist, I can repeat again. Yes, the council should follow financial manuals, and the administration of the council should follow financial manuals.
Good. Now, if council did not set a threshold in accordance with the financial manual, would that be proper?
If it so chose, because it says it's their discretion.
No, please, it did not say a discretion. If council did not abide by the financial manual, to set up a threshold, would that be proper?
In this section 305,
Right.
it says the finance director shall not make any payment nor any charge in his accounts unless authorized by the chief executive officer in accordance with the monetary thresholds approved by each council. So it does say the council has that discretion.
If council, let's not read the words in the law that are not there. Discretion is not there. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. So no matter how much you emphasize the word discretion, it is not in the text. So now I repeat again. If the council did not set the threshold as required by the financial manual, would that be proper?
When it says the chief executive officer should abide by monetary thresholds approved by the council, it also implies the council can disapprove of thresholds.
Now, do you?
Mayor Bensouda, that is not the question. The question is where the council failed to provide a threshold, would it not be a fact that the council was not complying with the manual? That's the question.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, so in a,
You see, the issue is, I believe you understand that the objective of the manual is basically to provide standardization, right? Yeah. And also to provide for accountability and transparency, right? And to make sure that there is also legal compliance, right? And for that to be done and to enable decentralization. That's the final, actually key objective and principles of the act. I am saying the act, the manual. These are the four key principles for the manual. If we can comprehend what is in there. So without this, and this is sanctioned by law, this manual is sanctioned by law, because when you go to the Finance Act and when you go to the main legislation, because this financial manual is derived from the Act. It's just a step-by-step procedure to allow for coherent administration of the revenue and expenditure, so that there could be accountability, right? So the question is, where the council did not set a threshold, would that not imply that they are not in compliance with the manual?
Mr. Honorable Chairperson,
Yes.
before the witness answers the question, the witness is reminded that he is at liberty to answer the questions based on his understanding, but he has the right, he has to answer questions that are asked as stressed by the chairperson. It must be answered, and then we proceed.
The reason why I'm asking this question is because it is going to be helpful. For these are documents that perhaps when we make our recommendations, there might be some reason to amend some of these things to align with the actual intent of what was originally intended, right? But we must appreciate and we must answer the questions in a more honest manner, so that this could inform whatever we do at the end of the day. Because we take cue from the witnesses that sit before us and give us concrete evidence as to what has transpired, right? So please answer the question.
thank you, ma'am, for that explanation. Yes, the council should follow the financial manual. The council should set thresholds they believe are in the best interest of the council, as the financial manual has stated.
Now we proceed to other issues. I want to show you the minutes of the SMT, some of the minutes that we that I've just shown you, and that they contain the file. You have the minutes of the 27th December 2019 senior management meeting. Please turn to 7.14. Can you respectfully read 7.14?
The meeting tasked the Mbalit project manager to ensure that the Bakau New Town ward collects their refuse daily.
Right. May I please have the document? Now, 7.14, I think you read 7.1.4. I said 7.14. It reads that the Lord Mayor expressed the need to fix the Brikama garage issue. He tasked the Director of Planning to measure the length. Now, just confirm what I have read on 7.14 on page 4. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Good. Now, this also follows as 7.17, where it reads, the Lord Mayor informed the meeting of a letter was sent for the recovery of $13 million duty waiver paid to Gambia Revenue Authority. He promised to make the follow-ups. Now, this letter, do you have a copy of this letter?
Not here, but I can ask for it.
Right. Who is the author of this letter? Is it you?
Probably the CEO.
Probably the CEO. Okay. Now, we will wait for that copy. And these minutes of meeting as well, the members present were His Worship Talib Ahmed Bensouda, Lord Mayor, KMC, in bracket, Chairman, Mr. Musa Ba, the Deputy Mayor of KMC, Mr. Jaja Cham, the Acting Chief Executive Officer, KMC, Mr. Bakari Jau, Acting Deputy Chief Executive Officer, and the other directors and the Clerk of Council, Advisor and Project Manager, Ward Development Committee, Mr. Bakari Singate, Mr. Kan Mustafa Kanye, Advisor and Overseer of Compliance, and Philip Spencer, Advisor on Governance. Now, were you an invited member or you were part of the senior management team?
I am not part of the senior management team. I invite the senior management team to my office to get updates, and I offer advice and guidance.
Advice and directives.
And guidance.
And guidance. Now, this would not suggest that. It says you were the chairman of the SMT. You can have it. It reads that minutes of the senior management meeting held at Mayor's Chambers on Friday, 27th of December, 2019. Please guide us through the minutes of these meetings where it will suggest that you were only inviting them, the senior management team, which you are not part of.
I did not say I am invited. I said I invite the senior management of KMC, which involves the CEO and the directors, the line directors, to update me on activities of the council, and I offer my guidance and support to achieve the objectives of the council.
Now, where did it state in that letter, where is it stated that you are not a part of the senior management when it reads that you are the chairman?
Like I said, this is a practice that was going on in KMC under Lai Conte.
Right.
But as per the functions of KMC, if you read through the minutes, the only actions the mayor takes is when it's regards to committees or where it's regards to support from outside agencies like the Gambia Revenue Agency. Then I offer guidance and support from information I receive from WDCs, councillors, and members of council about issues in their communities and areas of attention the senior management should focus on. But that does not mean I am in the day-to-day activities of the council or a bona fide member of the senior management.
Oh, but if
so it's in the minutes are is a structural issue which has been going on since the past mayor. But like I said, I did not see anything but peculiar about it. But the fact on the ground is I am not a member of the senior management or part of the day-to-day administration of the council. I offer guidance, support, and bring information from the various committees. If you read through some of the action points that the senior management is asking of the mayor, they are asking me to talk to committee chairmen about certain issues they need done. The management is asking me to talk to committee chairmen. Or the management is asking me, can you call a general council because we need a resolution to be able to engage in certain activities. So I am like a glue between the management and the council.
You are indeed a glue between the management and council. The fact that by law you are the head of council makes you a critical instrument in relation to the functions of the day-to-day management and the activities of the General Council, so that you cannot divorce yourself from management and you can't divorce yourself from the council, and so that you, more than anybody else in council, would be the right authority to ask any question because you're the head of council.
I am not divorcing myself from the council nor from the senior management, but I am clarifying the roles of the mayor, the roles of the senior management, and the roles of the council and the committees.
No,
That's why I'm submitting my evidence so it can be clear.
Yes.
The minutes are presented in a certain way, which is based on practice.
Right.
But if you read through the minutes and the substance of the engagements,
Right.
you will see advisory,
Right.
you will see guidance, you will see where the management needs me on policy and governance.
And you will also see instructions. I will guide you through it. And you will also see instructions that you have also given, so that we would not just be quick to just try to suggest that there are only guidances that were and advices that were issued. So that if, like Conte, as at the time he was mayor, had a practice, and it was not the best practice, like you always say, why would you continue it?
I did not see anything peculiar in the arrangement of such meeting because it serves the council. I'm not saying it's not best practice. I'm saying it could have been structured better to show that the role of the mayor and the role of the senior management are different.
Why did you not structure it better? Throughout your administration, at least for all the minutes we have seen, from 2018, all the way to 2022 to 2023, you are the chairman of the SMT. This is repeated by Jaya Cham himself. This is repeated by Senator Martins, by Salama. Jai, all your CEOs stressed the idea that not only were you the head of the senior management team, but they had to do a daily briefing. Not only do they have to do their daily briefing, they have to secure clearance. And not only do they have to seek, and I will show you the evidence in these minutes. You will be shown these evidences, so that to sell the idea that you only advise Mr. Bensouda would be grossly inaccurate. Now, on the 15th of April 2021, and again, if you always want to comment, please do that. 15th, 2021, I want to show you 2.331. Please read 2.31.
.31.
Yes.
Bakote Fish Market.
Right.
The Lord Mayor reported that the Bakote Fish Market has been working on a market development project,
right,
and has secured a facility of 40 million from Mega Bank for the construction of 70 shops at the frontage. The project will include a space for a bank and a space for a car park.
May I please have? Now, to start with, this 40 million, how was it secured?
The 40 million?
Yes, sir.
I don't think it was concluded. It wasn't concluded.
What do you mean it was not
Mega Bank was sold in the process.
Was?
Sold.
Was sold in the process. So it was never secured.
It was cancelled.
It was cancelled at some point. Did you get any funds for this at any point in time?
I don't believe so, no.
Also show you Same 16 January. Now, the one dated the 20th of January 2020. Now, just hold this. Now, when you have these meetings, who takes these minutes?
I believe the director of the administration or the deputy director.
All right. And then the writings on those minutes,
I don't know who wrote this.
do you have a copy into your office?
Of these writings? No.
Right.
No. My minutes are usually clean.
Do you review these minutes?
We review it at the beginning of every meeting.
Now, were you at any point in time advised by the finance director, did you at any point in time take decision in these minutes that payments from $100,000 would be cleared by you in these minutes?
I cannot recall that.
You cannot recall that. We'll get back to these minutes. Now, I want to show you Kan Mustafa Kany. There were payments made to Kan Mustafa Kany and to Uncoland in relation to the spare parts. Were you aware of this? What is the voucher number?
The payment to Uncoland?
Yes.
PV number, you mean?
Yes.
60, it looks like 66.
How much was paid?
85,000.
And the other one?
This is a payment made to Uncoland of 452,000.
Which year was this?
18th June 2019.
All right. During this period, was there a threshold?
18 July 2019.
Yes. Was there a threshold?
The 500,000 threshold.
Was this payment cleared?
It's below 500,000.
I mean, so it's $500,000 is from?
For the council.
For the council to clear. So the CEO can authorize up to $500,000.
Yes.
Okay, which resolution we are waiting to see?
Pardon?
Which resolution we are waiting for you to provide? Now, Mustafa Kanye, these payments that were made for the spare parts, let me have the documents. For the spare parts, the documents, please. He was involved in procurement. Were you aware of this?
Yesterday, I answered that. I said we were aware that they were looking for spare parts. We were not aware that he was the one doing the procurement.
Good. Now, do you have reports on activities of procurement from the CEO from time to time?
From time to time, if he needs my advice.
Does council have reports in relation to activities of procurement from the CEO?
Through its contracts committee.
Through its contracts committee. And do you have these reports on procurement matters that are submitted to council?
The CEO every so often reports to the council via a written update or recommendation of the contracts committee.
Do you recall whether this was ever reported?
I cannot recall.
Would you be able to provide us with the reports in relation to the procurement activities that were conducted from 2018?
That was one of the questions on this transaction yesterday.
Okay. Yeah. Now, the SMT minutes of meetings that I was looking for, I've seen. It is the one dated Tuesday, 24th of April, 2020. That's paragraph. 1.23, where you have the Department of Finance. Can you please respectfully read that?
Number 1 point?
I think it's 1.23. Department of Finance.
The Director of Finance reported that the revenue has dropped significantly. As a result, the department is trying to control expenditure, and payments over 100,000 are forwarded to the Mayor's Office for endorsement. The reconciliation of accounts are in progress, and the financial statement of the council has been prepared. The department is currently working on reports that will maximize the revenue of council, and when ready, will be presented for action.
Thank you very much. Now, what is the date of the SMT in that? Going by those minutes of meeting?
I think these are just minutes. I don't think there's a decision here.
What do you mean they're just minutes? Let me have it. What do you mean they are just minutes? They're not just minutes. You can't refer to them as just minutes. You were present.
I'm present in that meeting. This is a suggestion from the Director of Finance, but
Right.
it was never brought to the General Council for endorsement.
No.
The General Council, as per the Financial Manual 305, you consistently quote, has the sole authority to decide limits. I, as mayor, cannot decide those.
Yes, I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
Now we are examining how you are operating on a daily basis with your directors.
Right.
Now we know what the law is. Yeah, we may even disagree with some of the provisions, okay? And the commissioners are here. If anyone is not even satisfied, the courts are there. That is not the issue. The main issue here is the day-to-day activity. So that when you have SMTs, you just don't have SMTs for the sake of just having SMTs. You have SMTs for daily operational activities. Is that not correct?
I agree.
Good. So that when the finance, in this SMT, which you were present as the chairman of the SMT, the minutes were signed. Your deputy was present, the deputy mayor, and the CEO, Senator Martin Sonko, was present. It clearly stated that the Director of Finance, 123, reported that the revenue of council has dropped significantly. And as a result, the department is trying to control expenditure. And payments over 100,000 are forwarded. It's not a suggestion. Are forwarded to the mayor's office for endorsement.
I think that is a language problem, because if you look at the end, it says action, Director of Finance,
No.
which suggests the action is not yet taken.
No.
No, allow me, Council. I lead these meetings. I know everything that happens in these meetings. There's a lot that is discussed in these meetings that are never implemented because of law or because it's not impracticable. The Director of Finance, when we say should forward these things, action Director of Finance does not mean he's forwarding these things. So what I'm saying is these thresholds are consistently suggested, but I as mayor consistently reject them because I don't want to be part of the operations of the council. Everybody in KMC knows that.
No, not everybody.
Allow me, Director.
I cannot allow you to go.
You have to allow me because I'm submitting my evidence.
No, wait a minute. You cannot.
Madam Chair, I believe for clarity, so that we don't misstate my statement and my evidence, I should be allowed to completely lay out my evidence.
Please proceed.
So what I'm saying, in directors' meetings, a lot of things are discussed, sometimes even agreed but never implemented, because we will have bottlenecks or realize that that agreement is in contravention of some act. In that language, where he says things are being forwarded to the mayor's office, it has never been forwarded to the mayor's office, or you would have seen my expressed endorsement in writing. It would not be verbal. I would have to approve, and they should bring evidence of that approval. What happens is when we discuss, sometimes we go back and we say it is impracticable because the General Council needs to endorse it. And the General Council set up these limits. A CEO or a Director of Finance or Director of Planning has the full right, and I am very interested if they came to my office and asked for advice or guidance, and that I consistently give if requested. So I just want to make that portion clear before it is misconstrued.
That portion has always been clear. The problem is it has always been repeated. And then the idea that that is what you had suggested or you had decided in your own operation that is what you want to do is clear. What we are saying is you did not do that. What we are saying is what you are saying is not true. What we are saying here is that your CEOs have repeatedly said that they had to seek clearance from you.
I would like
you allow me to finish. I've allowed you to finish. Let's just do that. Your CEOs have repeatedly said that you have demanded there must be clearance. Now, even if we do not go by that, we have this senior management meeting minutes of the 24th of April 2020 at 9:05, in which you were present, which states that payments are forwarded to the mayor's office for endorsement. Wait a minute. There's a full stop to that. Understand that? And it went on. Another issue. The reconciliation of accounts are in progress and the financial statements of the council has been prepared. Another full stop. Another issue came up. The department is currently working on reports that will maximize the revenues of council and when ready will be presented for action. Director of Finance.
Madam Chair, I would like to put on record that I would categorically say any CEO who says they have to come to the mayor's office to seek clearance is saying a false statement. There is no CEO in KMC since 2018 to 2022 that has been required to seek clearance from the mayor's office. If they do that, it's at their own volition. Secondly, in the structure of our minutes, when we write an entire paragraph and we say action DOF, it can contain many issues, but it means all those issues are under action or else they would be separated under different sections. What I am saying here is there's never a time where it is written to the mayor's office seeking clearance where I formally accept. If I was part of that process, I would not hide, I would not waver, I would endorse that payment. But I have never sought it, I was never interested. I want to create a separation of powers, a separation of rules, checks and balances. As I stated yesterday, I cannot be part of the administration and part of the same body that exercises oversight on that administration. I am very clear on my role as in governance as a mayor. That would be a conflict of roles. Thank you, Madam.
That's theory. That's theory. It's just you talking about theoretical issues. When we have the evidences, when we have the issue and you are saying it's a language problem, when the finance director in the minutes that you have attended clearly stated that these payments are forwarded to the mayor's office for endorsement, and now you want to classify it as a language problem? What is ambiguous in this language?
Lead Counsel, I believe that is your opinion.
I'm here to tell you
You
my
have
opinion.
to provide evidence to me that clearance was sought from my office, and I gave approval for any clearance during my time in council from 2018 to 2022.
Mr. Bensouda, you don't tell me what kind of evidence to give you. You don't tell me that. I give you the evidences I think I have and the manner in which and the time of my choosing. You don't tell me that. Your job here is just to answer questions to the best of your ability. You have made your position clear. But what I do, I don't tell you how to answer your questions because I ask. So if I ask you a question, just answer it. And if I am not satisfied, I will show you I am not satisfied. So that it's very clear.
With respect, I think you're answering on my behalf. I would appreciate if you would ask and allow me to submit the evidence.
Let's just proceed.
If this is the prosecution, I would ask that my lawyer is invited to join me.
Yes, we welcome that. We welcome your lawyer. Madam Chair, allow me, please. With due respect, Madam Chair, I humbly beg that you allow me to finish this statement. We welcome.
Can I comment? The commission have rules.
Yes.
And I believe that they must have access to the rules to know how they are supposed to proceed in participating in the proceedings of the commission. That is one issue. And the second issue, this is a fact-finding mission, and you will be given the opportunity, and every witness that have come in here has been given witness. Every witness that have sat where you sat, we have given you the opportunity to express yourself the way and manner in which you wish to express yourself and to clarify the issues, because we believe that hearing from the witnesses and clarifying the issues will give us a proper insight as to what the issues are. So I believe that the council can ask you questions, and where he doesn't feel that he is getting the answer, he can continue to ask you the questions. But it is for you to answer the question, either in the affirmative or, in the negative, right? Or seek to clarify and answer the question. Because that will be helpful, not only to the commission, but to your evidence.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right? So we can proceed.
I just wanted, I think, as a matter of fairness to the witness, he made a statement.
Yes. Yes, that is endorsed.
Yes,
that is endorsed. I just wanted to highlight the fact that there are rules.
Agree.
Yes.
And
that you are. Let me just conclude on that, counsel. You have the option, and you are at liberty to have your counsel with you. You understand? To confer or whatever, if you so wish.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I was just emphasizing.
Yes.
Can I come in? Can I make a statement? Okay. I am willing to stay here as long as you need me and give answers freely and truthfully. However, I believe this is a fact-finding mission where lead counsel should ask questions and allow me to deliver evidence.
That will be done. Be rest assured that you will be given the opportunity. Right. Because for whatever we ask, that is why when I'm not clear, I ask you to clarify for me, so that I am very clear.
And I appreciate that. What I was alluding to was, if it's a prosecution and I am a defendant, then I would need a lawyer to protect my rights. It's not necessary. But I was just saying that the lead counsel should allow me to deliver evidence as I know, because I was the one in KMC. I was the one running KMC.
You are the one in KMC, not the one that was in KMC, as we speak, right?
Thank you. Madam Chair, I think I must say this. If the witness sees it as a prosecution, he is at liberty to see it as a prosecution. I do not really care about that. If the witness wants to invite a lawyer, I reaffirm the position of the chairperson. I support that. At any lawyer of his choosing can come here, and by then the questions must be answered.
That is not.
And it's as simple as that. At no time did we not give the witness the rights that he deserved. And then to repeat that time and again would not make it true. And that would not deter me from doing my job, not for one bit. So we will proceed. And
can you please proceed?
Yes, and I will go back.
Yes, you just have one more question because it's 1 o'clock. Almost 1 o'clock.
I believe we can take the break.
All right?
Yes.
We may rise and come back.